This is IELTS 20 Test 4, Writing Task 2 Answer. The question is, many aspects of the way people dress today are influenced by global fashion trends. How has global fashion become such a strong influence on people's lives? Do you think this is a positive or negative development? I will show you its two different 9 answers. One will be in 299 words, and second will be in 270 word. First of all, this answer will be written in 4 steps and in 4 paragraph. Essay structure. 1. Introduction. Paraphrase the prompt and state your thesis, whether the development is positive, negative, or both. 2. Body. Paragraph 1. Discuss the causes of global fashion's influence, for example, social media, globalization, e-commerce. 3. Body. Paragraph 2. Discuss the positive or negative impacts, for example, cultural exchange versus loss of traditional identity, environmental issues. 4. Conclusion. Summarize your main points and restate your final opinion. Let's start its writing. First, introduction. In this paragraph, you have to follow 3 tips. 1. Paraphrase the question in your own words. Rephrase the essay prompt using your own vocabulary and sentence structures. 2. Clearly state your opinion. In other words, clearly declare your stance, whether it is a positive or negative development. 3. Briefly outline 2 key reasons supporting your view. You will discuss in the body paragraphs to support your opinion. Now, answer. Global fashion trends wield an extraordinary influence over contemporary dressing styles worldwide, permeating cultures and societies with unprecedented speed and intensity. This phenomenon is largely propelled by rapid technological advancements, the ubiquity of social media, and the globalization of commerce. While this interconnectedness fosters cultural exchange and innovation in fashion, it also raises profound concerns regarding cultural homogenization and the erosion of traditional identities. Now, for second paragraph, that is body. Paragraph 1. In this paragraph, you should focus on 3 points. 1. Opening statement. Present the first reason why this development is positive, negative. Start by clearly presenting your first main reason why a development is either positive or negative. This serves as your topic sentence. 2. Explanation. Elaborate on that reason. Explain how and why this point is valid to provide depth to your argument. 3. Supporting example. Real-life example. Statistic or logical reasoning. Back up your claims with evidence. This can include specific events or scenarios, data or numerical evidence, or a step-by-step rational justification. Then the answer will be written like this. The omnipresence of digital platforms like Instagram, TikTok, and Pinterest has revolutionized how fashion trends disseminate, enabling instantaneous sharing of styles endorsed by celebrities, influencers, and designers. This virtual exposure creates a collective consciousness around what is deemed fashionable, often pressuring individuals to conform in order to gain social acceptance or express belonging. Moreover, multinational fashion brands have capitalized on global supply chains and e-commerce, making trendy apparel accessible and affordable on a global scale, thereby amplifying the reach and impact of global fashion trends beyond metropolitan centers to even remote areas. Now, third paragraph, that is, body, paragraph 2. In this section, you have to keep 3 key points in your mind writing this paragraph. 1. Opening statement. Present. The second reason why this development is positive, negative. Clearly state the second reason why the development you are discussing is either positive or negative. 2. Explanation. Elaborate on that reason to provide more depth and clarity. 3. Supporting example. Real-life example, statistic, or logical reasoning. Back up your claim using a real-life example a statistic, or a piece of logical reasoning? Then the answer will be, despite its benefits, the dominance of global fashion trends harbors significant drawbacks. Chief among them is the risk of diluting diverse cultural expressions as local dress codes and traditional garments are overshadowed by Western-centric fashion norms. This loss of sartorial diversity can contribute to a broader cultural erosion. Furthermore, the fast fashion industry, stimulated by the demand for ever-changing trends, exacerbates environmental degradation through excessive waste and resource exploitation. Socially, it perpetuates unrealistic beauty standards, fostering conformity and diminishing individual creativity. Fourth is 4. Conclusion, which contain 3 major tips to keep in mind while writing this summary part. 1. Start with a concluding phrase. For example, in conclusion. 2. Reinforce your opinion on whether this trend is positive or negative. Clearly, restate your stance on whether the trend discussed is positive or negative. 3. Ensure that you have briefly outlined the 2 key reasons supporting your place. Viewpoint. Now the answer is, in summation, the pervasive influence of global fashion is a double-edged sword. It undoubtedly enriches the fashion landscape by promoting cross-cultural dialogue and innovation, yet it simultaneously threatens cultural uniqueness and environmental sustainability. To navigate these challenges, a conscientious approach that balances embracing global trends with preserving and celebrating local traditions is essential for fostering a truly inclusive and sustainable fashion future. This was first answer. Now time, second one. In the modern era, the influence of global fashion trends on how people dress has become unmistakable. Driven by technological advancements and globalization, this shift has reshaped societies worldwide. While this trend offers benefits like cultural integration, I believe it is a largely negative development due to the erosion of cultural identity and its environmental toll. The dominance of global fashion is primarily fueled by the digital revolution. Social media platforms like Instagram and TikTok allow trends to spread across borders instantly, creating a global village of style. High-profile influencers and celebrities showcase brands that become aspirational symbols, regardless of a person's geographical location. Furthermore, the rise of fast fashion giants and e-commerce has made international styles both affordable and accessible, allowing consumers in different continents to wear identical outfits. However, this homogenization of dress has significant drawbacks. Most importantly, it leads to the disappearance of traditional clothing, which is a vital part of cultural heritage. When youth in Tokyo, Paris, and Nairobi all wear the same branded hoodies and sneakers, the unique aesthetic history of those regions is lost. Moreover, the fast fashion model required to sustain these global trends is environmentally devastating. The mass production of cheap garments leads to immense water waste, pollution from textile dyes, and a staggering amount of landfill waste. In conclusion, while the accessibility of global fashion promotes a sense of international connection, the costs are high. The loss of cultural diversity in fashion and the severe environmental impact make this a concerning development. To balance this, individuals should strive to incorporate local traditions into their wardrobe while being more mindful of the sustainability of their choices. This is also a Band 9 answer.